Hello, it's Greg here to do your tarot reading for Saturday, the 9th of August 2014. Let me have a look at what's coming up for you via the cards and what you'll be working with on this day. Okay, so let's see. 3 cards in reverse. Definite shift to the energies that have been occurring so far this week. And this week really has been about, taking your foot off the pedal a little bit, not being so willful, not making things exactly abide to your will, and by going with the flow a little bit. And let's see what's really shifting today and what's different. The first card is the Empress, and that's in reverse. So what that's saying is you're not going to experience a new beginning by nurturing someone else or getting something in return, or being in the role of the mother, being in the role of the caretaker. That's really not going to get you anywhere at the moment. So what you need to focus on again is really your own needs, your own sense of self, and really be there for yourself and take care of yourself and be nice to yourself, basically. A lot of people really have very, very negative self-talk, and it's something that you can work on. It's something that you can really apply yourself to. I did this a while ago, and I talk about this a lot, and I think it's important. 4 years ago, I was not in a good place, and I got to a place where I had a self-hatred. I despised myself. I thought I was no good. I didn't like the person I'd become, all of that stuff. And I really became aware of that inner dialogue, and I looked around in my own mind and I thought, this landscape isn't pretty. It really isn't, and I want to do something about it. So there are a lot of resources available, and the thing I found most helpful was Louise Hay, who I just think is wonderful. And I started to apply some of her techniques, even though I felt silly doing it. Looking in the mirror and saying, I love you, and thank you for taking such good care of me so far. Thank you for doing the best you can. Thank you for showing up every day, and it sounds simple and it sounds ludicrous, but it's important to be good to yourself and to be kind to yourself. And, a lot of people are much kinder to their pets than they are to themselves, and I don't think that's right. So again, the prompt here is today, do that for yourself. Positive self-talk. Be present in your own life. Be a positive force in your own life. The next card is the Ten of Swords in reverse. Perfect. So what that means is over the last day or the last couple of hours or something, a negative energy has really become present in your life. It could be negative thoughts. It could be something shifting astrologically, which is bringing about some negative ideas or something like that. And the way to get out of those thoughts or that negative space is to be positive and loving to yourself. Another thing I did very early on was to give myself hugs all the time. I mean, I did it in private, so people didn't think, what's he doing? But, if something was bad, rather than say, oh, God, you're such an idiot, why did you mess this up? I'd give myself a hug and say, we'd get through this. We'll get through it. And it helps. It really helps. You're going to be there for the rest of your life. The only person, or the most important person on your deathbed is going to be you. So I suggest you make friends with yourself now. And then finally, it's the Princess of Wands. And she's in reverse too. And the Princess of Wands is looking for something to complete her. And it's in reverse. And what that's saying is you complete yourself. And again, it's something that's often talked about, but the Maserati isn't going to complete you. The sexy boyfriend who you have amazing, passionate, encounters with isn't going to do it. The fabulous mansion isn't going to do it. It's not going to happen by anything. It really isn't. And a lot of what I think is quite sad in a way is that a lot of people who have been extremely successful in their life, the people I know, who've done really, really well, they talk to me that, I got the big house, and then I went on the cruises for 3 months of the year, every year, And then, after all of that wonderful luxury, I realized I was not happy in my life and that those things would not complete me. And I just think it's a shame that the majority of people on this planet don't get to that level, because most people have to struggle their whole life to, well, a lot of people do have to struggle to make ends meet and to get by and to do all of that stuff. And no one ever, well, very few people get to that stage where they become disenchanted with their wealth. So it's those people who do become disenchanted who then have the opportunity and the chance to see what's really important. And what's important is what's on the inside. It's connecting to the universe and to really fill that hole in the soul. That's really what's important. So you don't need to do that. You don't need to get bored with your yacht. You can understand that now and start working on yourself, and you can save yourself a lot of time. Wow, okay, that ends the lecture for Saturday the 9th of August. I hope you found this useful. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.co.uk. Click on readings. You can also find out information about me. There's a bio tab. I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/Gregory Scott 444, and I'm also on Twitter, twitter.com/Gregory Scott 444. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.